got back from the gym and I'm about to eat my yogurt bowl and fruit, since that's the only thing I eat for breakfast really. But once that is done, we're just gonna work on my manga today and I'll take you along with me. So I know I'm quite close to finishing off one page, so we're gonna do that first. I don't have much left. I think it's literally just like one panel and maybe maybe something else, I don't know. That won't take too long. So I'll finish that, and then I've got some storyboarding to do, since where I left off is sort of where now all like the action scenes are starting in this chapter that I'm working on. So I had planned it out up until that point, and then I kind of thought to myself, it's better if in the moment when I actually get to the action scene, that's when I plan it out. I think it'll just flow more naturally that way. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's get into it.
Here you can see we're starting off with finishing this little page, and it's page number 13 in this chapter. Now, I don't know if this might be around halfway through the chapter or not. It really depends on how the action scenes flow and how many pages that might take up. Since those are kind of hard to plan, a lot of times I just sort of go with the flow and see what feels right in the moment. But yeah. Finishing off this one, I literally just needed to finish off this little panel, and I think I added some like white areas as well, just in the background image. But apart from that, this page didn't really take me that crazy long to finish. So that was quite nice, getting that one done. And I was quite happy with getting these pages done, since the last like 3 or 4 have been quite, time consuming. They've been quite detailed. So it was nice to get those sort of out of the way. And I feel like even though I've got a lot of action scenes coming up, I feel like they won't be as crazy detailed, like monster-wise, as in these ones, since this is sort of setting up like what they actually look like. So I got this page done like I wanted to, and I think it's all right. I don't know, there's something I'm not feeling about it, but I can't really figure out what it is. I think I just kind of hate the way I draw sometimes. I don't know, but I think that's what every artist struggles with, isn't it? But anyways, after this point, now that I'm done with this, I need to do some storyboarding. Here's the storyboards for this chapter. Like you can see they're very rough, but that's kind of how it works all right for me. So this is like where we are at this point in the story, and I just need to carry on with this one. Oh god, look at all these stains. My god. Whenever I've been working on storyboards, I haven't really filmed it much. I think partly because of the reason is sometimes they do take me quite a while to get done, and I feel like I just need to focus on actually figuring it out, like the layouts, the characters and everything, rather than worrying about like whether it looks all right on camera and stuff like that, So, and it's just the fact that if the camera's there, it feels like somebody's watching me. I don't know. That's kind of stupid, but that's kind of what it feels like, and it can put me off sometimes. But this time I tried, I just set it up and just tried to forget about it. I think I might leave it at that for now. I might see how all these action pages go when I actually do the final thing. Since a lot of these, they might end up changing a little bit. It's just in the moment I feel like this is the sort of general idea of how I want them to move. So god, it's so rough. I need to make sure to write like coherently alongside these, since there's been points before where in the moment I know what's happening, but when I look back on it in about a week or so, when it comes to actually doing the page, I can't figure out what's happening. So I have to make sure I write so I can actually understand what's going on. But yeah, it's all like, see how rough it is? Oh my god, if I looked at that within like 2 weeks time, I wouldn't remember what was happening. So that's why I need to write. Yeah, I think I might try and do some of these and then just see how it goes. Maybe I'll add in a few pages, take some out, change things around, but at the moment that's kind of how it's looking to go. And then when I get to sort of like this page, I'll just carry on. That right there is the most important thing I have to buy. I cannot live without it, I'm telling you. After running all those errands and just doing a few like little life things, we're finally back and we can start on the actual final pages. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. You can see me sketching out some of the little rough drafts. There was a time when I first started doing my comic comic manga, whatever you want to call it, when I thought about just sort of doing these sort of sketches out traditionally, but I just thought that would just take a lot longer to do, because then I have to do it traditionally and then I have to, I don't know, whether take a photo, probably take a photo because I don't have a scanner. So I'd have to take a photo, then I have to go over it again. I feel like it would just it would just take too much time. So I just kind of cut that middle part out and I tried to get more comfortable with just sketching digitally on my iPad. And I feel like I have definitely gotten better at it than when I first started. It did take me a lot longer to get the sort of look that I wanted, but now it's a bit easier for me. It comes a bit more naturally. And I'm also just trying to not be such a perfectionist when it comes to like all my pages and like every panel, because sometimes I feel like, oh, it needs to be like perfect, but at the same time, if I do that for every single page, it's gonna take so much longer and the story's not gonna move forward. So we're gonna try and do good pages, but also it's fine if there's something slightly off and I can't figure it out fully. And let's be real, even if I finish a page that I'm really proud of, there'll probably come a time in the future, in a few months or a year or so, where I might look back on that page that I was really proud of and realize everything that's wrong with it, you know? So better to just get it done. A finished story is better than the one you haven't actually made. So have to keep that in mind. I feel like this page came together quite quickly as well. But I think that might be partly due to the fact that I am like recording my process. So I kind of feel like I have to focus on get it done rather than, you know, just get distracted every little while. So over something stupid, you know. Since I'm recording, I feel like I can't have too many like breaks in the middle and it's just going to look awkward and not good when I'm editing it. So that kind of helps in a way. And I'm excited to get this chapter done, since this is sort of where we kind of reach a sort of changing point with our main character and his like sort of attitude, because he's been quite sort of passive throughout the story so far, which, I mean, if you've read it you might tell, but you know, that's intentional. So he might have a slight changing point within the next few chapters. Don't know how long the like the action scene might drag out for, but yeah, probably won't be too long. So I'm excited for that and just getting into the proper meat of the story. And I'm now kind of wondering, would it be possible for me for this year to actually like get a second volume like ready for printing? That would be pretty cool. And I think it might actually be doable, since right now I'm doing chapter 10 and I think for the second volume, I would like it to have a few, maybe like 3 extra chapters compared to the first volume. But, you know, I'll see how it goes. But I think it might actually be doable. I don't think I'd be that far off. That isn't too crazy of a thought. So I'm kind of excited about that as well. Just the thought of it, you know? Here you can see these 2 pages that we've done today already. So that's pretty cool. And we're moving on to the next one. For this one, I just started sketching it out. I didn't actually start inking it, I don't think. I'm trying to think back on when I actually did the time lapse. It wasn't that long ago, but I know I've started inking this page now, but while I was recording, I just did the sketch and then I left it for another day. This is where we're at the moment with my pages, and I know I haven't done like a crazy amount, but I'm glad I did get 1 page done definitely, and I started sketching out the other. So honestly, I'm kind of glad, since sometimes even just the 1 page I can't finish in a day. So yeah, I'm happy, and we're just gonna carry on at some point. Probably tomorrow. I'll start inking this tomorrow, I think. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll keep seeing you for longer. I'll see you back here in another little video, whatever that may be. And yeah, you can follow along for the process. Bye.